Our beautiful blue marble Earth is home to nearly 7 billion people. Our existence on this remarkable planet, perfectly positioned some 93 million miles from our sun, with a rate of spin nicely braked by our nearby moon, otherwise depends on how well we manage to get the things we need from our Earth's crust. Food from agriculture, wood for building materials, paper and packaging, and minerals that provide us with energy and the raw materials we need for our homes, roads, computers, schools, transportation, communication, and other vital systems. P&H Mining Equipment designs, builds, and supports a line of valuable tools that play an important role in the global surface mining industry. Our products perform valuable roles within the mining industry. They drill explosives containers into hard material, such as copper and iron ore rock formations, making possible effective blasting for good fragmentation, ease of loading, and processing. They dig material in copper, in coal, iron ore, oil sand, gold, and other mining operations. And soon, they will help crush and convey large volumes of material, thanks to new in-pit crushing conveying technology on the horizon from P&H. P&H Mining Equipment began as a small machine and pattern shop on the first day of December in 1884. It was a partnership between Chicago-born industrial pattern maker Alonzo Pauling and German immigrant and machinist Henry Harnischweger. Although they were relatively young industrial artisans, Alonzo was 27 while Henry was 29. The machine and pattern shop partners were otherwise smart and steady manufacturing veterans in the bustling industrial town of Milwaukee. At first, the little Pauling and Harnischweger shop specialized in making parts and machines for major industrial firms in Old Milwaukee. Steam engine poppet valves, for example, steamship steering gears, and beer keg sealing machines. In 1887, Pauling and Harnischweger rebuilt a damaged bridge crane for the Edward P. Alice Manufacturing Company. They made the workings more rugged and easy to operate and maintain. Soon after, Pauling and Harnischweger began building more such cranes for railroad repair shops and factories. Suddenly, Alonzo and Henry had a product of their own, and they began to expand their business to meet the growing demand for bridge cranes. Around this time, growing numbers of repeat customers began referring to Pauling and Harnischweger as simply P&H. They were impressed with the exceptional quality and service they obtained from the small machine and pattern shop. Soon, even Alonzo and Henry began referring to their business as P&H. It was convenient and far easier to pronounce. More important, the initials P&H had become symbolic of exceptional quality and service value for industrial material handling equipment. The year 1893 was important for Pauling and Harnischweger. When the Westinghouse Electric Company bought their rival, the Gibbs Electric Company, Pauling and Harnischweger were able to acquire all of Gibbs' machinery for making motors and controls. That enabled P&H to begin designing and building their own rugged line of AC and DC motors and controls, matched to the demands placed upon their industrial cranes customers. P&H insisted on the very best product design and manufacturing process control. This was an important priority that would result in even greater value for P&H customers going forward. 1893 was also a pivotal year because of a bank panic that caused demand to fall for P&H cranes. Alonzo and Henry realized their product line might be too narrow to sustain cash flow and growth through the ups and downs of the business cycle. They began to look at digging machines as a path toward better balance and business growth. The very first earth-altering P&H machine was the P&H T1 Cutter Tamper. It featured a ram-action pavement cutter and also a tamper plate for pressing loose material back into place for pipeline installation projects. Among the first P&H earth-moving machines were trenchers for installing water pipelines. These were powerful and productive machines, and they were just the start of an effort that would continue to gain strength and deliver great value for construction and mining operations. In 1920, the firm rolled out a power shovel called the P&H Model 206. This was a gem of a digging machine. Powered by the customer's choice of a Waukesha gasoline engine, a Buda diesel engine, or a P&H electric motor, the P&H 206 had a dipper capacity of just 1/2 cubic yard. Its payload was all of 500 pounds. It was a rugged, well-built, easy to operate, and easy to maintain digging machine. Demand for P&H 206 shovels soared as P&H established a national and later a global distribution and service support network. By the middle of the Roaring '20s, P&H 206 shovels were being shipped to faraway Bombay, India. The P&H factory was humming with activity, and the P&H engineering team was busy designing even more advanced digging and lifting machines. P&H Model 300 convertibles appeared in 1927. They featured a common lower works crawler system, upon which the customer could choose from several options, including power shovel, dragline, clamshell, pile driver, construction crane, and skim scoop. Pauling and Harnischweger knew their ability to succeed required applying only the very best people, materials, manufacturing methods, and process control. You buy a shovel or crane for one purpose, and that is to handle materials at the lowest possible cost, they declared in a product brochure. In the final analysis, the purchase of a shovel or crane is unimportant, but the cost per yard is very important, they insisted. P&H customers saw the logic and the great value in that position. Their P&H shovels and cranes performed far better than similar machines built by other firms. The value of the P&H brand was growing ever stronger. P&H machines were of riveted steel plate design until the early 1930s. That is when P&H transformed the entire product line to an all-welded design. Advantages were clear and compelling. All welded machines were lighter and tougher for greater payloads, making possible far lower cost per ton performance. Some of the first all-welded P&H shovels went to work for Works Progress Administration construction projects during the Great Depression years of the 1930s. It was also during the 1930s that P&H began to apply Ward-Leonard DC drive systems to its shovels for faster digging and less fatigue for the shovel operator. Great strength and endurance, and sore muscles and fatigue had been a normal part of the job of the shovel or crane operator, as large levers needed to be pushed and pulled to operate the machine. Ward-Leonard drive systems changed all that and made possible greater tonnage per hour for the mine and construction site. With the outbreak of World War II in 1939, the P&H factory slowly returned to full production once again, following the difficult Depression-era decade. P&H employees concentrated on building cranes and welding machines for industry and electric shovels for the mining industry. By 1942, the factory was at full strength and shipping large volumes of equipment for the war effort. P&H construction equipment helped build ports and runways and battle-damaged bridges during the conflict that ended in 1945. During the 1950s, P&H continued to refine its shovels for greater productivity and reliability performance. In 1968, P&H introduced what would become one of its finest ever electric mining shovels, the P&H Model 2800 Mark II. The first three P&H 2800s went to work for a metallurgical coal mine in Western Canada. Their durability and productivity was such that they were still moving large volumes of material for that mine over 20 years later. P&H began making crawler-mounted drag lines back in 1920. In fact, P&H is believed to have introduced the first gas engine-powered drag line. However, credit for the first walking-type drag line belongs to John W. Page, founder of the Page Engineering Company, based in Chicago, in 1903. P&H in 1988 purchased the Page Engineering Walking Dragline product line to broaden its equipment solutions for the mining industry. P&H engineers and manufacturing specialists soon applied voice of customer inputs to develop an all-new 60-meter class P&H 9020 walking dragline. Soon after the first 9020 went into service in 1996, Several more were deployed to coal mines in Australia and Canada, thanks to the exceptional productivity and ease of maintenance value they provide. In 1991, P&H acquired the drilling rig product line of Gardner Denver to further increase the range of valuable cost-reducing solutions from P&H for surface mining operations. As they did with walking drag lines, P&H engineers and manufacturing personnel began combining voice of customer suggestions with P&H know-how to develop increasingly valuable drilling rigs for hard rock mining operations. The P&H 320 XPC is the latest example of this process. It is one of the standout drilling machines available today in iron ore, copper, and metallurgical coal operations. Also in 1991, P&H responded to the arrival of a new generation of high-capacity haul trucks by introducing the P&H 4100 electric shovel. Built P&H tough for the most demanding mining operations, the P&H 4100 also featured time-saving, maintenance-friendly systems for lower-cost mining operations. By the year 2009 and the 125th anniversary of P&H mining equipment, P&H 4100 class shovel placements were fast closing in on the record placements of P&H 2800 class shovels. AC Drive P&H 4100C Boss and 4100 XPC shovels are now the next generation loading tools of choice for high-performance mining operations. Also on the near horizon are the P&H in-pit crushing conveying systems that can provide many mines with an attractive alternative to truck-based material handling. At the heart of the P&H crush convey system is a mobile mining crusher matched to a P&H shovel and designed for optimized production and maintenance management. P&H mining equipment is proud to have evolved, endured, and excelled over the course of 125 years since our founding in 1884. Our co-founders Alonzo Pauling and Henry Harnischweger set us on a course for success thanks to their focus on craftsmanship. They also had a tenacious purpose to provide our customers with the utmost best quality and service. Their high standards attracted not only legions of devoted customers for P&H equipment, but also thousands of great employees over the course of our history. Through the good times and the challenging times, our employees have found ways to maneuver, to overcome adversity, and to create highly valuable solutions for our P&H customers. That focus on excellence continues to this day. We look back with pride on the P&H journey across 125 years, and we look forward with excitement as we strive for ever higher quality and service performance on behalf of our customers.